Hi everyone, I'm Sheri Lewin. Welcome to the second video in the body series. Today we're going to spend some time talking about emotions and the body. A lot of times we don't even realize the effect that our emotions have on our physical body. We can feel it in the short term, but we don't realize the long-term ramifications of that. And so simply having an awareness of what's happening within our body when we experience different emotions and how we can let that move through our body can help us with both short-term and long-term health and wellness. Emotions equals energy in motion. This is it's just an interesting way to think about emotions. I have a student group that I lead once a month, and we've been talking a lot about this chart that I'm going to show us today that explains various emotions and the vibration of them. We also started discussing where in our physical body we feel certain emotions. And it was interesting what the different students had to say, and you can think about this for yourself. But oftentimes when you get angry, you might feel yourself getting hot. You might feel muscles in your jaw tensing up. What are some of the other things that we heard? You start like feeling like a pounding in your head. There's different things that go along with different emotions. And as you can see on the slide that I have up now, the feeling, the emotion, the energy on the left-hand column are these types of states that you can be in. They create cortisol in the body, and cortisol is a stress hormone, and stress hormones basically stop the healing process in the body because it thinks that the body is being like attacked. So it gets into adrenaline and uses a lot of energy unnecessarily sometimes if we're not actually being attacked. And then the feeling on the right side, some of these states of consciousness or states that you can be in release dopamine. And dopamine is a relaxation hormone. It lifts the body, lifts you mentally from an emotional standpoint. You'll feel a lift. And it also releases a lot of healing into the body. So when the dopamine levels are higher, your body can heal itself and regenerate quicker and more easily. Also, your immune system is higher. And if you spend more time in the states on the right of the emotions than on the left-hand column. So let's talk about a little more about these emotions and words. It's really important that our body hear what it needs to hear to heal. I don't think people realize that when you speak, they call it spelling for a reason. You're literally casting spells. So if you think a thought, it's one thing. If you speak a thought, it becomes even stronger in you. And if you act on those words, then you've solidified the emotion. So it's important to remember what you focus on. We want to speak and communicate what we're feeling. If it's necessary, we don't want to hold on to it. We don't want to push it down, but we also want to use words that create a frequency that's going to bring us into a higher and better state of health and wellness. What we focus on, we get to decide. And what we focus on has the power to affect our emotions. So it's important to keep these things in mind. Let's see what else we want to talk about. Okay, this is a chart that we've been working with. I've been working with our Teen Advisory Council on levels of consciousness. And it's very well researched, just thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of subjects over many, many decades of his work. This is basically the seminal results of his research. He did a lot of research on kinesiology, and kinesiology is the vibration that someone puts off. So if you see here on this chart on the left-hand column, see if I can point this out to you. Here, you see these numbers. Those are the kinesi. Oh, well, let me just try to go backwards here. These are our numbers. So you can start, the low is 0 to 20, and it goes up to 700 plus. You can do your own research on kinesiology and the measurement of an individual's frequency at a given time. But in a nutshell, this 200 line right here is where the body sort of switches from breaking down, emotions that break down the body, if you want to think of it that way, or build the body up and heal the body. So every time I find myself in one of these lower emotions, I like to think, I'm breaking down my body. How much longer do I want to do this? Is there a better way to go about this? Better way to look at this, a better way to approach it so that I'm not hanging out in this very low vibrational energy that's not good for me. All right, here's some other things we want to look at. Elevating consciousness and human potential. And so what Dr. Hawkins calls consciousness level. Consciousness level. Shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, pride, courage, neutrality, willingness. Can't read that one. Reason, love, joy, peace, enlightenment. So as you can see here, the lower vibrations, the lower consciousness levels don't really gain, you're not progressing forward. You're either stuck in inaction or you're in hyperactivity, which is usually spinning your wheels. Being angry at someone is oftentimes just keeping you, burning energy, but not really getting anywhere. Desire, jealousy, coveting someone, obsessive thinking, pride, arrogance. It's all creates a lot of activity, but sometimes not much productivity. All right. I think that's enough for today. I hope that that helped you guys. And we can talk more next time. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.